In today's episode, our thoughts turn to autumn, how to navigate the transition from summer into fall wear, what to wear when it's still quite mild but you want to wear autumnal clothes, and what investment pieces you might want to add to your wardrobe this autumn that will see you through to next spring. This is the Stylish Wellness Podcast with me, Sarah Banks. Hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Stylish Wellness Podcast. I don't know about where you are, but here in the UK, the weather has taken a decidedly autumnal turn. The temperatures are dropping, we've had loads of rain, but we still have milder days and lots of sunshine. And yes, I think it probably is true that here in the UK we are obsessed by the weather. But that's because it's so variable and it's so hard to know how to plan for our lives, let alone our clothes. This week, I invite you with me to take a closer look at what we're slipping into as we transition into early autumn. Are you merely scraping by, grabbing whatever works for the day's weather? Or perhaps you're still holding on to those beloved summer pieces, hesitant to embrace the beautiful layers of autumn. Maybe you're ready to step into this new season feeling fabulous and could use a few fresh ideas to breathe life into your wardrobe. Whatever the case, I've got just the episode to inspire your next move. So in this episode, we are going to look at 3 different sections. Key wardrobe essentials to help you with the transition from summer into full-on autumn. How layering your clothes can help with varying temperatures and weather types. And finally, some new pieces you can introduce into your wardrobe in early autumn that can possibly see you right through the depths of winter too. This section includes some specific comments on investment pieces for which you can be on the lookout. Firstly, I want to invite you to reflect on how you want to show up this autumn. And let me make a clear distinction here. Autumn and winter are not the same. Too often they get lumped together, but they are 2 very distinct seasons. Autumn is our soft introduction to cooler days, while winter is when the true chill sets in. In this podcast, we're embracing the beauty of autumn. Now, let's take a moment to think about how you want to both look and feel this season. When I say feel, I'm talking about the style you want to embody. Is it chic and elegant, romantic, luxurious, relaxed? Or perhaps you're leaning towards confident and empowered, or effortlessly cool. So, if you have in mind how you would like to look and feel this autumn season, let's move on to the next stage. This is deciding what you are going to wear. You might be choosing clothes from your existing wardrobe. Probably most of them will come from your existing wardrobe. And you might also be thinking about adding 1 or 2 investment pieces into that clothes wardrobe. And also, you might also be prepared to add a few lesser expensive seasonal pick-me-ups into your collection. If you are considering adding 1 or 2 investment pieces, then this is a great time to plan what you would include. As you know, I'm not a fan of impulse shopping as the main way to create your wardrobe. Planning in advance gives you much more control over what you have in your closet and ensures that all those pieces are earning their keep and being worn on a regular basis. So let's start with key wardrobe essentials for the transition to autumn. As we step into autumn, one of the keys to staying both stylish and warm is mastering the art of layering. After the ease of summer dressing, your wardrobe's new hero piece will probably be the perfect jacket. You know I'm a dress girl at heart, but I do have to admit in this instance it's probably going to be the perfect jacket. But let me tell you, this isn't just about grabbing the first one you see in your wardrobe. You need to be intentional here. A well-chosen jacket can transform your entire look, as you know, but an uninspired choice might leave you feeling less than your best. So let's make sure that your jacket not only fits beautifully, but elevates your style with effortless elegance. The kind of jackets I'm thinking about are fitted denim jackets, smart trench coats, short ones, a smart wool blazer, or even one of this year's on-trend pieces, a cape. These versatile options add style while providing warmth without the bulk of a full coat. I've put styling tips as to how to layer up these jackets and coats in the download, so look in the show notes for how to get hold of your own copy. As the weather changes, scarves and then later in the season hats and gloves will become your go-to accessories for adding both warmth and style to any outfit. These pieces are more than just functional, they can completely elevate your look with a pop of colour, texture or pattern. The beauty of scarves is how they bring colour and pattern which you might not want to have in your outfit, it might just be too much, but you can put it in the scarf. While hats and gloves add another layer and dimension of colour and texture. And the best thing is, they're easy to add or remove as the weather fluctuates throughout the day or change up as your outfit changes. So search out some stylish pieces. Don't settle for just pulling out whatever is in the drawer left over from last year. Actively search out unusual or one-off pieces which suit and elevate your style. Dresses, as you may know, are my favourite garment of all time. They are so versatile and so easy to wear. They don't need tucking in, adjusting throughout the day, and are like art canvases. You know, you can paint whatever you want onto them in terms of jewellery or accessories or details on the dress itself. Dresses are definitely a great go-to item for the autumn transition into cooler wear. Early in the season, you can pair even a summer dress with a crop jacket or cardigan. You can also wear slightly heavier but still lightweight midi dresses with a trench coat or utility jacket for a polished but effortless outfit, perfect for cooler fall days. If the weather is still warm, you can get away with this outfit with bare legs, so no tights or stockings, at least for a few weeks yet. Of course, then you can introduce your lighter weight autumn weight dresses, such as those made from fabrics like jersey or lightweight wool blends. These dresses offer a bit more warmth than summer styles while still being breathable and comfortable and light and airy. You can pair a jersey midi dress, for example, with a longer length cardigan and then knee-high boots, or you could layer a sheath or shift dress under a tailored coat for a refined work look that's perfect for early fall. When you get to this stage, of course, you're really off to the races in terms of your early autumn look. These are really strong looks, and you can be really creative in how you put these outfits together. So now, with an idea of the kind of clothes that you're going to be wearing, the kind of items you're going to be wearing, let's go back to the idea of layering techniques for the season. Transitioning into fall is a great time to embrace the art of light layering. Some of you already probably layer your clothes very well, and others of you maybe not so much. So this is a really good time to focus on this area of dressing. This is where the real magic happens with your outfits. These effortless combinations that not only keep you comfortable but also elevate your style. Think classic trench coats, perfectly worn in denim jackets and sleek utility jackets. But I'm also thinking work jacket, work suit and coat. Aside from the denim, I'm thinking of lighter weight wools, but let's not forget about corduroy, which is having a serious moment this season. Rich, textured and totally on the money for autumn. It's the perfect fabric to introduce into your wardrobe for a refresh or boost. So you see, we can use all items for layering, but also we want to introduce all different types of textures in terms of fabric, because that's going to give you a really, really chic layered look. To give you a few ideas on how to make these layering pieces work for you, imagine throwing a chic trench over your favourite summer dress or slipping a cropped utility jacket over a simple tank and tailored jeans. These combinations offer a seamless way to extend your summer wardrobe into the cooler months, keeping you effortlessly stylish as the leaves begin to turn. Just a reminder, be sure to grab the download that accompanies this episode for more styling tips and inspiration as to how you can get going with layering your outfit. Here are 3 easy ways that you can layer up your outfits. Let's begin with your base layers. Think of lightweight camisoles, tank tops, or short-sleeved tees as your starting point. These pieces are your silent heroes or heroines, keeping you comfortable as the weather does its unpredictable dance. Layer them under blouses, sweaters or jackets, and they give you the freedom to adjust as the day heats up or cools down. This is going to give you comfort without the bulk. Opt, if you can, for breathable fabrics like cotton or silk, luxurious on the skin, while giving you the flexibility to effortlessly glide through whatever the day brings. Let's talk a little bit about the 3rd piece rule here. Simple yet powerful, the 3rd piece rule is about elevating your look from just fine to utterly fabulous. Your first 2 pieces, like a top and a bottom, are your foundation, but the magic happens when you add that 3rd piece. It could be a tailored jacket, a cozy cardigan, or a chic scarf. This is where your personality really shines, so try and make it something that you really love or is very individual to you or very particular to you. That extra layer is your opportunity to add structure, dimension, and a sense of intentionality to your outfit. And of course, the beauty of a 3rd piece is its versatility. On a casual weekend, you might throw on a denim jacket or a soft knit cardigan and keep it relaxed but polished. On work days, a tailored blazer or trench coat instantly upgrades your look, bringing sophistication and warmth in one seamless move. Once your base layers are sorted and that thoughtful 3rd piece is added, your outfit is no longer ordinary. It's a reflection of your style mastery. One of the true joys of autumn is the opportunity to play with textures. This is where you add depth and interest to your outfits, making them feel curated and intentional. Imagine pairing a breezy, lightweight summer blouse with a chunky knit cardigan. You might want to do that as you come into the cooler days, but it's still quite warm. Or think about throwing a leather jacket over a flowy dress, a perfect contrast of edgy meets feminine. Mixing textures doesn't just keep you warm. It's how you take your look to the next level. Here's the key. Contrast. Light with heavy, soft with structured, smooth with textured. This balance keeps your layers feeling fresh and sophisticated, not bulky or overwhelming. It's all about creating outfits that not only keep you cozy, but also tell the world who you are. Let's move on now to new pieces to introduce in early autumn. One of the joys of the new season is the opportunity to invest in high-quality, timeless pieces that can add quality to your wardrobe and provide many versatile options for years to come. Briefly, here are some key investment pieces to consider adding this autumn. Firstly, a wool coat, poncho or cape. A classic wool coat is a must for autumn and then of course into winter, offering both warmth and elegance. Opt for neutral colours like camel, grey or navy for versatility. A belted or tailored style can add structure and sophistication to any outfit. As a proviso on this, I would also say that if you've already got your basics like your camel and your grey and your navy, then definitely go for a coat or a poncho or a cape with something more interesting like a pattern in the fibre itself, or that it's in a really bright colour, or that it's in a really cool shape. At that point you can definitely be adding more to your outfit, but make sure you've got those basics covered first. Additionally, a lightweight wool or cashmere poncho or cape is perfect for early fall layering when weather is cool but not yet cold. They offer stylish, relaxed silhouettes and can be easily thrown over light sweaters or blouses. You can also look for rich autumnal colours like olive, camel and burgundy to pair with your neutral coloured coat. So if you can imagine it, if you had like a long camel coloured coat in quite a lightweight fabric, but then you had, say, a pair of dark jeans and then maybe an olive silk shirt and then little black ballerina flats, that would be an amazing autumn outfit. You'd look so polished and amazing. Secondly, a leather jacket. A high quality leather or pleather jacket is the perfect piece for those transitional days and adds an effortlessly cool edge to both casual and dressed up looks. Black or brown are timeless options, but rich autumnal hues like burgundy can add a stylish twist to even the simplest jeans outfit. A cashmere sweater. Luxurious and cozy at the same time, a cashmere sweater is an ideal layering piece for fall. Go for neutral shades or muted autumn tones like forest green, deep plum or caramel. Crew necks, V-necks and turtlenecks all offer versatile styling options. Basically, you can't go wrong with a cashmere sweater. I've got cashmere cardies and also I've got like a cashmere tank top, which I wear all the time in the winter. So I'll definitely be getting another one this autumn. A tailored blazer or jacket. I've already spoken about blazers and jackets in this podcast, but just to reiterate, a well-tailored blazer or jacket will instantly elevate your look, and you can dress it up and dress it down. Choose one in a structured fabric like wool or tweed for your autumn season. A classic black, grey or checked blazer adds a polished layer to dresses, skirts and jeans, as you well know, so don't skimp on getting yourself a really good jacket or blazer. You can also include a suede jacket in this category. Suede is a great fabric for autumn. It adds texture and depth to any outfit. I once had a gorgeous lilac suede jacket that was ruined at the cleaners. I'm not going to say anything more about it, as it still distresses me even now, and that was well over 20 years ago. It was such a gorgeous colour and it came back this sort of grey shade of what it had been before, and I was just devastated. And actually I was so young at the time, I didn't know that you could go back and get compensation of any of any description. I was just so distressed. Anyway, let's move on. Knee-high or ankle boots. Investing in a high quality pair of boots is essential for autumn and winter. You can wait for the sales by all means. If you've got something that will carry you through now and that you can wait until the sales, then pick up a bargain in the sales, because boots are a classic item that we know they're going to be in the sales. Knee-high boots pair well with skirts and dresses, and ankle boots are great for everyday wear. I don't wear ankle boots with dresses. I think it looks a bit odd on me, but I know lots of women do wear ankle boots with skirts and dresses and they look amazing. But for me, I just don't like the look. For me, I like a longer boot with my skirts and dresses. Stick with leather or pleather or suede in neutral tones, blacks, browns, caramelly colour. Actually, I once had the most gorgeous plum pair of boots. So stick with neutral colours unless you find an absolutely gorgeous pair of plum boots, as I did. I do love boots in the winter. I just think that they're so easy to wear, so comfortable to wear, and they look amazing. A silk or a wool scarf. A luxurious silk or wool scarf not only adds warmth, but it elevates even the simplest outfit. You can choose from a multitude of patterns like houndstooth, checks, or classic solid colours, to a more sophisticated finishing with prints of all sorts of things. I mean, the world is your oyster when it comes to both silk and wool scarves, and they totally add a sophisticated finish to any autumn look. A high quality handbag. A structured leather handbag, or actually I think even a rucksack. I think that they look great. Those leather rucksacks with the zip up the middle, I think they look amazing. In a timeless shape, can pull together any outfit. Look for a style that can transition from day to night, and opt for neutral tones or rich autumn hues like burgundy or dark green. Essentially, if you get yourself a colour palette that is not black, to make it a little bit more interesting, then stick to a colour palette that you really like. So if you really like that sort of burgundy plum kind of colour, then get gloves in that and a handbag and a scarf and pull together a look from that one colour. Then when you've done that colour, move on to the next colour, so that you've got these sections of colour within your wardrobe that all coordinate together, so that when you're choosing what outfit to wear, you've got a bag and the gloves go with it because they're a similar colour, and the scarf goes with it because it's a similar hue, and all of that. Those are the sort of subtle parts to coordinating your wardrobe that pull it together and make you look instantly amazing. Whereas if you have sort of like a black bag and then purple gloves and a green scarf, it can look a bit higgledy-piggledy. So try and, as you're thinking about your accessories, try and pull them together in similar shades of colour. I think that would be the way to say it. Oh, next up, wide leg trousers. Now, I am a huge fan of wide leg trousers because I am a classic pear shape, and wide leg trousers are brilliant on me because they just balance my whole body out. But they have made a huge comeback, as you might well know, and they are really on trend this autumn winter. So wide leg trousers in a wool or tweed are chic and comfortable for cooler weather. Pair them with a blouse or a sweater and then ankle boots, and it will create a refined yet relaxed silhouette, and of course hugely on trend. Also on trend is a statement trench coat. I mean, when is a trench coat not out of fashion in autumn winter? But actually they are having a bit of a moment, so they're not just classic and safe, they're classic and on trend. A classic trench coat, it's your forever piece that works perfectly for autumn. Go for the neutral beige or stone colour, although I have seen, because it is on trend, I've seen more colours this year. I've seen the blues and pale greys and all those colours coming through, and of course it's totally up to you what you want to choose. But if you haven't got a trench coat, I would go for that beigey khaki colour, because you can wear it to work, that's brilliant, but then at the weekend, imagine you wear the trench coat, then you've got like a pair of dark blue wide leg jeans and a white t-shirt, and then black boots or black loafers, and you know, you've got an instant look. Even if you're in the car all weekend doing pick up and drop off for the children for sport or something like that, if you've got your denim jeans on and a white top and your trench coat, and then if it's a bit cold, you know, you just pull on a beanie hat or something like that, you look amazing. Look like you've got a stylist, and actually you have, because you've got me. A quality knit dress. Knit dress is also having a bit of an on-trend resurgence this autumn winter. A knit dress in a fine wool or cashmere blend offers a chic, cosy option for fall. It's a versatile piece that can be dressed up with boots and a belt or layered under a blazer for work. They are a key trend in this season's wardrobe, so if you want to lift your style in an easy way, get yourself a piece of knitwear in dress format. Also on trend, and final in my list, are chunky loafers. Love chunky loafers. And this season, they are an on-trend shoe item for this season. And they're the perfect marriage of comfort, sophistication, and sort of like grown-up no-nonsense, you know, sort of like old-fashioned teacher kind of no-nonsense. But they still look really chic. Oh, I had this, that just reminds me, I hadn't got this in my show notes, but when I was at school, we had a French teacher who was French, Mademoiselle Prade, I think her name was. Anyway, her style was just impeccable. She had centre parting in a bun, wore suits every day, had a trench coat in pale blue, I seem to remember, and no-nonsense chunky loafers. So if they were good enough for Mademoiselle Prade many decades ago, they're good enough for us now. Their bold, statement-making soles add an edge to any outfit. Thank you, French teacher. Whether you're pairing them with tailored trousers for work or an oversized sweater for a weekend stroll. These shoes allow you to move through your day with effortless confidence while looking impeccably stylish. Plus, you'll wear them all day and not even think about them because they are so comfortable. So I've just gone through quite a lot of information, and I hope you've got all that. Obviously, you can feel free to listen to the podcast again, but you might not want to devote another 25 minutes to go through the podcast all over again. So what I have done is created a download for you that has some of the highlights from the podcast. And so you can download that. But I think also I might do a list of everything that I've covered so that you can just print that off. So there'll be 2 items to download. One is the lists that I've created, like layering your clothes, items to introduce for this season, and items to invest in. And then there'll be another one that accompanies the podcast, which has Q&As, styling tips in it. So things that I haven't covered in the podcast, but that are related to what we are talking about today. And then finally, I am producing an autumn trends guide. It's very simple. It just has about 10 different items that are on trend for this autumn fall, and that will be available for download as well. So I'll put that in the show notes. So if this podcast has been a bit of a scamper for you through what to wear in this early autumn time, don't worry, I've got you covered, because there'll be 3 different downloads that you can have access to. Links will be in the show notes or on the podcast page of the website, and in that way you'll be able to catch up and work it out yourself. But my advice to you is, don't necessarily take everything on board, but maybe just take a few items on board, a few pointers that really strike you as being interesting and something that you would like to do. So, amazing women, thank you so much for being here with me today, and I hope that today's podcast has been useful and a fun experience for you to listen to, so that you can go to your wardrobes and be less drowned down by all the black and lift it up into different colours, and also potentially be less depressed about going from summer into autumn, as a lot of us are. But actually, let's treat it as the season that it is and embrace it and find some really amazing outfits to wear. I hope you have an amazing week wherever you are, and I look forward to seeing you here, same place, same time, next week. Bye for now.